Hey guys, today we are going to be reading the next chapter in our Stink book. Remember, the next chapter was called Jupiter Jerks. The following Monday morning, Stink was in a huddle with his friends. We have to tell everybody about Pluto, so they'll vote to keep it in the solar system. Let's tell the whole world, said Sophie. The whole galaxy, said Webster. The whole universe, said Skunk. Stink's team made up a secret handshake. They each held out a fist and piled one on top of the other. Pluto, they shouted, then waved their hands high in the air and yelled, Pluto power. Look out, here comes Riley and her friends, said Skunk. Logan, Morgan, and Heather aren't her friends, said Stink. They're just on her team because she let them touch her space rock. Space rock, said Riley. It's a hunk of meteor from Mars. La-di-da, said Skunk. What's your team's name? Asked Riley. The Stink Bombs. What's yours? The Jupiter Jerks? Asked Stink. It's way more official if you have a name. We're Team Kick Pluto's Butt, Team KPB for short. No way will Mrs. D let you use butt in your team name, said Stink. This is a school thing. Okay, then we'll be Team Kick Pluto's Behind. That's still KPB. Whatever, said Sophie. Stink, you just like Pluto because it's the smallest and you're the shortest, Riley said. You're always for the underdog, but everybody knows that Jupiter is the best. We even have team shirts, she said. Just then, Riley's team lined up behind her, all wearing the same shirts. The shirts did not say Space Camp Rules. The shirts did not say Team KPB. The shirts did not even have words. Each shirt had a number, 134340, the number for Pluto, now that it wasn't a planet. Stink looked down at his shirt. I'm kind of a big deal. He took the top off a marker and changed it to Pluto is kind of a big deal. Look, up in the sky, Stink, Riley pointed. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a frog. No, wait, it's a puny X-planet getting kicked out of the solar system. Team KPB cracked up. You should be Team Underdog, Riley Rottenberger sure was rotten and getting rotter by the minute. After school, Stink and his team met in the Toad P Club clubhouse, aka the backyard tent. We need an official name, said Stink. How about the Stinkazoids, said Skunk. The Plutonics, asked Webster. The extra galactic Einsteins, asked Sophie. Maybe Rotten Riley was right for once, said Stink. We could be the underdogs. You know, small like Pluto, but we come from behind to beat the pants off the Jupiter Jerks. And you could be Captain Pluto, our leader, said Sophie of the Elves. Captain Pluto and the underdogs, said Stink. I like it. Everybody agreed. Captain Pluto and the underdogs made t-shirts for their team. They each drew a flying planet wearing a Superman cape with the letter P. Let's make signs too, said Skunk. Cuckoo for Pluto, said Webster, waving his marker in the air. We can march around school and wave our Pluto signs. We can have a Pluto parade on the playground, said Stink. For a long time, all that could be heard in the tent was the squeaking of markers. At last, the signs were finished. The underdogs went home. Stink ate supper and thought about Pluto. He took a bath and thought about Pluto. He did his not science homework and thought about Pluto. Stink Moody, aka Captain Pluto, had Pluto on the brain. Stink went to bed and couldn't sleep a wink. He sneaked outside to the tent. He shone his flashlight on the signs lined up in a quiet parade. Next thing he knew, a bright light was shining back at him, right smack in his eyes. Hey, called Stink, shielding his eyes. Stink, Moody, said a deep voice. This is the Pluto police. Come out with your hands up. But it was not the Pluto police. It was just Judy, his sister. You scared me half to death, said Stink. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night? What do you think? I'm spying on what you're doing out here in the middle of the night. Judy's flashlight hit the signs. Pluto is kind of a big deal. Wow, did you guys make all of these? Yep, today. What do you think? I think you have Pluto-titis. You need a Pluto-ectomy, said Dr. Judy. I just couldn't sleep, said Stink. Just think, he half whispered, pointing to the night sky. Pluto's up there right now, billions of miles away. It's just waiting for us to save it. 2 Earthlings, it just looks like a golf ball with dimplings, but it's spinning out there with tons of other hunks of rock and chunks of ice, and it needs us. And don't forget space junk, said Judy. You know the trash astronauts throw away, like fridges and stuff. They don't have refrigerators flying around in outer space. And paper clips and sneakers and decks of cards and empty jars of Tang and all sorts of stuff. Judy and Stink tilted their heads back and stared up at the sky. Killer rocks are out there too, said Stink, striking through space. One could smash into Earth at any second. A big giant asteroid like the one that wiped out the dinosaurs could be on its way, headed right for planet Earth. Cosmic, said Judy. You better hope an asteroid hits before Mom and Dad find you out here in your PJs on a school night when you're supposed to be in bed. Stink and Judy headed back to bed, but before they did, Stink turned off his flashlight. He held up 2 fingers up to the sky. Erp, he said. We come in peace. My very excellent mother just served us 9 pizzas. End of the chapter comic. Saturn. I'm Saturn, Lord of the Rings. I've got bling. How many ringlets do I have? 10s, 100s, 1000s. What are my rings made of? Diamonds? Gold? No. Billions of bits of ice. And rock, some as small as a grain of sugar, some as big as a car. How fast do they spin? So fast. I'm just so dizzy thinking about it. All right, that was the end of our chapter in our Stink book. It looks like the next chapter is called Short Stuff. Wonder what's gonna happen next in our book. We're just gonna have to wait and see the next time we read our book together. Alrighty guys, you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I'll see you later. Bye.